Present moment power. Y'all know what it is. Back with another video. Here to keep y'all in the present moment, and always remember, you ain't nothing but presence. You ain't no future, you ain't no past. You always present. Appreciate everybody that went online and purchased my books. I'm always keep them with me. It's time for my 8th book to come out. I mean my 7th book. Really my 8th, because I got one written that I ain't even published yet. It's actually a storyline. It ain't got nothing to do with the power, just when I was writing stories. But that book been completed. I just never typed it up and got it published yet. But time for another book. I learned something all year. I wrote this one this year, and every year I like to write about what I learned throughout the year. But I get on here, talk these videos, like I say, everything in my books I'm most likely going to explain to an extent in these YouTube videos. So if you want to grab a book, you can. I got the $100 5-book bundle, one of them free. So do that if you want to. But today I'm checking in with another video to let y'all know, because I watch a lot of spiritual videos on YouTube myself, because I like to see where everybody at with it. And you can never stop learning. Even though I know so much about this topic, it's still like people out there that give great point of views, different scenarios, and I be like, man, that was good. You know what I'm saying? The way they explained it, the way they broke it down, I was like, man, that was a nice way of saying it. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to this. And I still want people to understand this so deeply. I want people to understand this so deeply. That's why I talk about this method a lot. What everybody, what you, me, everybody, what we all really searching for is ourselves. And I say that to say that until you let things go, when I say let things go, people, they say they got faith, but ain't nobody got real faith until you can let shit go. I'm talking about let it go to the point where you don't want it, you don't need it, and you don't desire it. I keep saying that because it is so important. Because real peace of mind, which is what everybody is looking for, this wholeness, this peace within, that can only come from not chasing nothing, not wanting nothing, being so whole that you don't want shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really think about life, when you wake up in the morning, when the thoughts start bombarding you, what be like the number one biggest problem? It be those negative thoughts. It be those thoughts of, I want this. When is this gonna happen? How is this gonna happen? It's always something within inside of yourself that's craving for something. It's craving for something you feel like you do not possess right now. And until you get in the now and feel like there's nothing, this is the key word, until you get in the present moment and feel like there's nothing, N-O-T-H-I-N-G, nothing that you want in life, won't shit change. It won't change because you always filling in the blank with something you feel you need, something you feel like you have to work towards. Everybody like, well, I can work towards just getting better in life. No, you already the best you can be. Just decide you the best you can be now and just leave it there. Just let it go. You get what I'm saying? You gotta let go. Like it's these earthly things when they say we always trying to possess something. You know what I'm saying? It's these earthly things we gotta let go. Just a simple mind frame of how they taught us life should go. You gotta let those principles go. You gotta wake up in the morning like, I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got nothing to chase. I ain't got nothing to get out here and just to worry about. Think if you can wake up in the morning like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to wake up in the morning and be like, I don't feel like going to this job. You don't want to wake up in the morning like it's just anything you just don't feel like doing, but you feel like you have to do it because you need something. You get what I'm saying? What if you never needed that shit? That goes back to them questions I always ask y'all. What if money didn't exist? What if you ain't need money? What the hell would you be waking up and doing? You'll wake up and just do what the hell you want to do. Whatever makes you happy. You know, this thing called life is in a way of feeling like we in this fucking race where we gotta get out here and chase something or obtain something that we think gonna bring us happiness. That we think gonna bring us happiness. Cause you ever notice once you get that thing you always want, you always want something else. You know what I'm saying? You get tired of it. You know, that car you always wanted. You when you finally got the car and the car started having problems and you always had to do like mechanic work on it, or now I gotta fix the alternator. Now I gotta get a new tire. Now the goddamn oil need to be changed. You know what I'm saying? You get to complaining about the same thing you wish to God you can have. And when you finally get it, you start to complain about the things that's going wrong with it. I'm saying that to say that the things you always think that you want, when you get it, is always gonna be something else that's gonna take that away. That's gonna take that joy away from you. Perfect example with the car. You always wanted the car. When you get the car, the joy leaves over time. Over time, you don't wake up and get excited about hopping in the car because you're used to it. You get what I'm saying? You gotta be like that with life anyway. You detach from everything. Give a damn if you do, give a damn if you don't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live life like there's nothing out here that I gotta crave for. You know what I'm saying? And wish I had it. Cause once you get in that state, you're gonna always be in that rat race. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna always continue. It don't stop until you find peace within inside of yourself and realize that you don't want for shit. You don't want for shit. Because the shit that we want on this earth is the trick of the earth. That is the trick. Always getting you to want some shit. When you get there, you want something else. When you get there, you want something else. The shit ain't gonna stop until you find peace within yourself and say, fuck everything. Fuck everything. And when you really get to that space, you will see a feeling gonna come up inside of you that says, I'm at peace. Because you don't care about shit out here no more. You don't care. And that's when things come to you. Remember what I said, always stop looking for what you want. Because if you ain't looking for it, that means you really don't care if you have it or not. And that's when you become magnetic. Everybody want to become magnetic. You know what I'm saying? That comes from a peace within. That comes from an aura that you possess by not wanting nothing. By just feeling good as you are. You know what I'm saying? You're going back to that perfectness you was born with. That innocence you was born with. Do babies want for shit? Do they be like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they might cry for food when they hungry, but do they don't just, you could tell that they ain't worrisome. They just feel like their needs already met. Whenever they want it, you know what I'm saying? It's going to eventually come to them and they're going to eventually get it. That's how they feel about life. They just have a good time in the present moment no matter what the fuck they doing. They could be just running up and down the damn hallway with nothing else, having a good time. For some reason, we lose that innocence along the way of growing up. When the world hit us, when you go to school, when you graduate high school, stress on what you want to be. You know, everybody on your ass. What you gonna be when you grow up? You better make up your mind now because life is hard. You know, they bombarding you with all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you live in that belief system, you shall suffer. If you believe in that belief system, you shall suffer. Because it's set up for suffering. You can't suffer if you don't want none of that shit. And you just let it come to you. You know what I'm saying? Everything gonna come to you anyway. It comes to the people the fastest that let go the fastest. When you hold on to shit, it's gonna make you work for it harder. Because you want it too bad. So since you want it too bad, it gotta be hard to come. You gotta go through some bad shit to get it. You want it too bad. But if you lay back and let shit just be easy, let life just flow the way it flows. I call that shit. But I had a name for that, and I wanted to actually name my next book this God's Frequency. If you let God's frequency just work the way it's supposed to work and get the hell out the way, things will happen a whole lot faster for you. People ask the question, well, how do I let go? Clear your goddamn mind. That's a skill of letting go. Because when you ain't thinking of shit, you basically just saying everything is already done. Creation is already finished. Everything is already perfect. I am perfect. You ain't got to overthink about shit. You know what I'm saying? You done create it in your mind and you just let it go. And you just go on about your life. God's frequency, when you clear that mind, you know, things start to happen on its own for you. Because now you done got the hell out the way. Your mind clear. You ain't got a house full of fucking junk up in here that study getting created. You know what I'm saying? You got so much junk creation going on that study manifesting in your damn life, and you ain't make room for the goddamn the clearance. You know what I'm saying? You need to put all that shit on clearance and sell all that junk. Put that shit on, make it cheap to sell. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit on clearance so you can clear your goddamn mind. That's all you got to do, because the clearance of the mind is what's gonna actually, you know, make room for the dream that you want to live in. Because to be honest, everything is already set. You know what I'm saying? Your life is already perfect. It's the ego that tricks us into this, that voice in your head. It tricks you into creating shit that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? When you could just let it go, be peaceful, and let everything come on in that's meant for you. Because in life, everybody got something that's just meant for them. You know what I'm saying? The greatness of life is meant for everybody. But it can't flow to you if you creating all this junk. It's in the motherfucking way. It's in the way. How can it come through? So you need that clearance of the mind. And just let the universe just fill it in on its own. You know, thoughts, if you ever practice on the meditation when your mind clear and thoughts just pop up on its own, that's what you need to pop up in there. Not you trying to think. Your mind clear. So the shit that flows in just gonna be positive, because you already surrounded by the perfect life, the perfect creation. You just gotta clear your mind and let it flow on in. And you can walk through life so much more peaceful. You wake up in the morning like, oh man, I ain't got nothing to stress about. Today is just a great day. You know, today just gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen. You ain't attached to shit. You don't want shit. You don't need shit. You don't desire nothing. You feel good within yourself. You straight. Life is amazing. Life is abundant. You straight. And you always have been straight. It's just the trickery of the world. Social media, somebody always trying to sell you something. Somebody always trying to sell you a dream. There's something going wrong and they got the problem and they got the solution to fix the problem. You know what I'm saying? You know that people, they'll sell you a fucking problem. Where they'll give you a fucking problem that you probably ain't even had, or by you listening to the story that they telling you, they'll sell you the solution for a problem that they created for your ass. You ain't even had that problem at first. They sold it to you. They come on the video. You ever been in a car crash and spun around this many times and hit the other car, and you know, well, we got the solution for that. We can get you a compensation for, you know, all that. You gotta watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? They putting a visual in your head, and you fuck around, ride down the road one day, get in an accident, and remember to call that number they told you to call. Like, man, I heard on the radio, you know, I can get a compensation. You messed around and got in an accident. They done put that goddamn visual in your head. They fucking gave you the problem and then sold you the solution. You get what I'm saying? So you got to watch what you create on a daily basis. These thoughts that be in your head, that's why I say clear your mind. Don't get attached to shit. Because once you get attached, you know, it was used to be a saying back in the day where it said, love gets you killed. And I ain't never really understood that, because, you know, I always been like a, you know, a good person as far as, you know, just a good human being. You know, I just, you know, good over bad type of mind frame back in the day. But now I know it ain't no good and bad, so I think a little bit different about it now. But that love will get you killed. It's like, it's true, because it's like the things you love gonna be the same things that hurt you. That's the crazy thing about it. The things you love gonna be the things that hurt you. Get what I'm saying? It's so deep. I would hate to use this example, but think about it. Just like, okay, let's say if you had kids, you love your kids to death. If something was to happen to your kids and they was to pass away, you know, forbid, you know, don't put that vision in your head, but that'll hurt the most. It'll hurt the most because you loved it the most. But you can just switch that example around to so many things, like just loving cars, loving houses, loving money. You know what I'm saying? Money came into your life. When it's gone, it'll destroy you. If you love it so much, you love money so much, man, you finally get you $100,000, end up blowing it or invested in something and it all goes away and you're back to zero, you might off yourself. That's because you love it. You attached to this shit so much. That's why you can't be attached to nothing in life, because shit gonna always come and go. You just enjoy the process. Shit gonna always come and go. You can enjoy the process more by detachment. Give a damn if you do, damn if it don't come. You know, because at the end of the day, you hold regardless. You know, the peace is within. You know what I'm saying? Your heaven is within. I always remember, you can always go back within and create. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as it go up, shit'll go down. But the farther you go down, the farther you'll go up. So that roller coaster ride of life is gonna happen regardless. It's just your perspective on it and how you maneuver through the whole process. You know, don't become emotional. Just if you ain't attached to shit, it's gonna be so much easier for your life. So much easier. I had to learn that letting go, that real faith. You know, is when you just it's really when you lose control. People really need to understand that if you really want control, you gotta lose control. The control that you really desire with shit just going well all the time, you gotta clear your mind. Because the ego ain't gonna do it for you. Because the ego gonna keep telling your ass sob ass stories of why you ain't where you need to be, you know what I'm saying, where you need to be, and when it's coming, and what you need to do it. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Clear your damn mind. Clear your damn mind and just let life happen. And you will see how so peaceful you will become. You'll walk through life with a breeze. That's how I am now. I don't let nothing bother me. I just let it go. I get on here, do these videos. Damn if y'all like it, damn if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Because the place I'm speaking from, I know it's genuine. I know it's authentic. So it's going to hit who it's meant to hit. And I just enjoy speaking it. It brings a nice feeling over my body. You know, I'm just enjoying myself. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all. Like I said, it's me. It's me. Present moment. All the time. Now. I ain't worrying about shit. I don't need shit. I don't desire it. I don't even want it no more. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my main problem. Always trying to work hard towards some shit. To probably impress people. You know, hey, you know what I'm saying? To impress. Fuck you want it for anyway. Yeah, it's alive. It don't matter. You get what I'm saying? The joy comes from within. And I really want y'all to know that. Great message today. I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all day. And don't forget, present moment power.